Hey everybody, welcome to BrickVault. My name is Mike and welcome to the top 10 mocks of the week. That's the favorite mocks I have chosen from this week to show off in this video. And we have a lot of Millennium Falcons, or at least freighters for this week, so check out that. And also we're gonna be throwing some other very nice mocks for this week's episode. At the end I'm gonna be showing your fan creation, so stick around to that. And without too much more talking, let's jump into this first mock. Before we begin, a few words on your fan mock creations. You can submit them to the email visible on the screen. Please don't use any other forms of contact to submit the pictures, that would be very helpful. And also follow the rules that are available in the description below, just to make our work a bit easier. So thank you for doing that, and also if you want to check out the creations that are mentioned in this episode, you can find all the links in the description as well. To start off with number 10, the first one here is from Łukasz Libuszewski. That's a Polish designer, and this is a modular building. It's called the Old Town Pub. I always like to seek new modulars that we might want in our LEGO city, and this one is inspired by the beautiful city of Prague. It's a Czech capital, and yep, I've been to Prague, I've seen those beautiful buildings, and this one looks very historical and very accurate to that style. I especially like the clock tower and different styles for different walls and entrances for this entire set. Everything just looks so complete and so old towny. There is even an ATM I think that works, and maybe it have been taken from the Ninjago City set. Some foliage on the walls, and even one of the corners of the buildings looks like it was taken from the Assembly Square set. All in all, everything looks excellent here, including the interiors, and I just wish Łukasz to create more such cool things in the future. With number 9, we are keeping things somewhat urban. This is the Cafe Shop by Cesar Soares. It is not an entire building, just a vignette, a corner if I may say, but this thing is so well detailed. I love every single bit of it. The doors, the wall on the side, the guitar, all the clutter in the middle, that just creates this very intricate scene of some Italian town somewhere in the southern Italy maybe. It all looks amazing, even this small Vespa scooter. If I was passing by such building in some southern European country, I would immediately get inside to get a warm cup of coffee. Number 8 is starting the ascent into the freighters line for this week, and this is the first one, the Sidewinder by Railblade. I think Railblade is one of the fans of our channel, and I really like his design. I like the way he used the gray pieces in dark and light colors to create some sort of a texture or different coloring to the whole set. Also, the entrance and the positioning of the cockpit is so different than the original Falcon that I think this one might be even much more, fun to fly and fun to use as a freighter. We also have the full interiors, very well designed, and I think the whole package just feels so complete that he has a pretty good chance of getting very high up in the contest. Number 7 is the occasional mech I like to throw into the lineup, and this is Marozzi with his SF3 Bipod mech. And before you even check out this one, you have to go to his website on Flickr and check out his other mechs, because I think I just found my favorite mech builder. Every single of his designs is just astonishing. But anyway, this walker packs a punch. He has a 4-barrel cannon in the front. The whole thing just looks excellent. Color combo of dark green and dark metal works great. Also, the use of pieces is simply amazing. It just works throughout every single of his builds, and he just seems to have a sense of choosing the right pieces for the job every time. So make sure to check out this guy and all his other mechs again, because you will be pretty much amazed. Number 6 on the list is somewhat similar in color combination, but vastly different when it comes to feel and the general craziness of the set. This is the Pilgrim by Toulouse. And I cannot really explain what this thing is. It seems like an alien creature on his journey somewhere. We don't know where. We can see his pouch with some stuff, his equipment on the side. It's some sort of an insectoid creature, and there is even a lantern or like a navigation thing in his hand that he's using to navigate through his journey, I guess. Overall, I think it's a very artistic build, and the use of pieces is simply through the roof. I think he's using the galley door pieces for the torso and the head. That's a very uncommon piece from the old theme. And also the tentacles, and everything just connects so well that it's so hard to just disassemble this build and understand how it was done. It just doesn't look like LEGO at all. But if you think this was awkward or ugly, you should check number 5. These are the Rejectz comeback. The first guy, Ian Heath, came up with an idea for Rejectz, and now Melan-E is coming with Rejectz for Harry Potter. And so, starting from the left, we have Dumbledaft with Falcons on his head. That's a phoenix, I guess. That is trying to be a parrot, maybe? Next to him there is Harry Pooper. Next to him, Hermione. and Ron Wee Wee finishing the lead. If you didn't spill a chuckle just by looking at this, you are pretty cool at parties, I guess. But anyway, those are really funny. I love every single use of pieces and every single face expression that those guys are providing. Dumbledaft doesn't look really serious or smart. Harry Pooper is having a sausage on his forehead instead of this thunder sign. Hermione is having problem with her teeth, I guess, and Ron is just all around crazy with just saliva drooling from his head and some rocking signs on his hands. Well, those are very expressive, and thank you, Melan-E, for providing us with Harry Potter Rejectz. Alright, but with number 4 we're getting a bit more serious. This one here is the Art Deco gas station with shell branding on it by Norton74. Norton was featured in our MOCs episodes with his Moon Eyes build, as I remember. That was a pretty cool one, but his shell station is just better. This is a 50s, 60s maybe US joint, very classic looking one. Every single detail in this one just screams this period of the 20th century. Not only we have great details like the Route 66 signs or this dinner pole, we also have the appropriate cars for the era and also the vintage pumps for the gasoline that are very colorful and standing in front of the station. The interiors are also made with great effort. The mechanical shop looks amazing. There's the customer service area in the middle and a small American dinner to the right, which has everything you need to have in such a joint. Norton has a very consistent style of his builds, and this one is just another excellent example. Alright guys, moving into top 3 we are getting into the freighters, and this one is something a bit different. That is Stan Solo's 77 Ford Falcon by Lino Martins. And you may say, that's not a freighter. I mean, why not? It has everything that it needs to be in the contest. For me, it kind of resembles the Ghostbusters Ecto-1 car for some reason, but it's of course vastly different. We have full interiors with a cool engine under the hood. Everything is pretty much there, and you can see the fancy crew right here. The owner is the famous scoundrel named Stan Solo, there is his girlfriend Laura, and their big biker friend Chad Baca. And for some reason I cannot specifically ring up in my head right now, the trash bin next to them and the old school pump station do look strangely familiar. Anyway, thank you Lino Martins for creating this one, and I am somewhat annoyed because right now I really want one of these. And for number 2 we have something that we somewhat missed back in September because it was not finished yet. It's finished now, and this is Inthert, the great Star Wars designer, coming in with his ship of Elipsis. And quite frankly, in my personal ranking, this is the most unique looking ship of the entire line of September ships. I mean, look at the shape and the color combo of white and black, so simple, but the use of pieces and the whole shaping and idea, the artistic idea behind the ship, are just something I was not expecting in this contest to even appear. Inthert really raised the bar with this one. There is even a function for the ship. When you rotate a knob in the front of this technical looking front of the vessel, you can change the positioning of the side wings. Isn't that awesome? I think Elipsis is something more than just a ship. It is a colonization vessel. Inthert went to great lengths to create some details there. You can see some transparent ship interior sections that hold climate zones. What an amazing build, and I'm really glad that Inthert took his time to not complete the ship in September but released it after, so now we can witness the sheer beauty of it. Alright, number 1 for this week's episode is not one but 2 ships. I didn't really have any way to choose one of them to be the best, so I think both deserve a proper spot in this list. The first one here is the Fabuland Freighter by Terovision, and just look at it, the colorfulness and the use of the very loved and very forgotten Fabuland theme is, well, the best one I've seen like ever. And as you witness the sheer beauty of this smoke, let me just quote what the designer has to say about it. Lionel Lion and Dr. Dog are industrious chaps. They operate the Fabuland freight service that delivers all kinds of shipments all over Fabuland. Their ship is the fastest in Fabuland and has plenty of room for any kind of freight, be it letters or cassette tapes. Their trusty ship has compartments for small cargo and specially designed clamps in the front to hold bigger things like mailboxes. Fabuland freight service. Fast, fabulous, and fun. That is all I have to say. This is amazing. But wait for the next one. This is the YT3540 Horde. And to all you Warcraft fans, that's right, that's the ship based on the Orc faction. The designer Evgeny Susekov created this one just shaped after the logo, the emblem of the orcs from Warcraft. Just look how many pieces he used, how he made those connection points. The whole shape is just something I don't really see in LEGO very often. In conjunction with the very unique looks, there is a special stand also to it, and with the stand you can see that the cockpit part is actually rotating, so it matches the level of the ship despite of the position of the entire hull. I think this one definitely deserves the spot so high, and just next to the Fabuland Falcon, those two are the most unique entries I have seen through the entire contest. So good luck guys, I'm pretty sure with such builds you have very high chances to getting to the top of the contest because there is more than one Falcon available for the winners. Alright guys, and that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed those top 10 mocks, and now it's time to show your creations that you have sent to our Fan MOCs email. Remember, you can keep submitting those to the email visible on the screen. Everything is also in the description below. Please follow the rules because that makes our work easier and just less time to produce those episodes for you. So again, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Your Fan MOCs right here. Let's cue the music.